Hello and welcome to Warhammer Wednesday. Got a special video for you this week, and that is a showcase of my entire Warhammer 40,000 Death Guard and Chaos Demons Nurgle army. I thought I'd include all of the models that I have for both Demons of Nurgle and the Death Guard. It's quite a small army, I think, anyway. Definitely needs a few more units. Needs more Nurglings, needs more Plague Bearers. I think I'm alright for Cultists though. I nearly forgot the block flies over there. I quickly just ran and grabbed them to add them to the showcase. But yeah, quite a few units still left to get, maybe another Gnarlmore to add to the collection. Definitely another great unclean one. Those models are just, oh, they're awesome. Probably another fetid bloat drone, definitely another Rhino, because I really like the way that Rhino came out. Another Plague Burst Crawler, a Land Raider. I'm okay for my Phytic Blight Haulers though, thank you. And probably just another box set of normal Plague Marines. So there's still a fair amount of units to get until I'm completely happy with the force and the army. Yes, it's a work in progress. I've got a lot to paint, but I spend a lot of time building, reviewing and going through rules, and spend a lot of time making videos, daily content every day since September, to bring you all that. And obviously that takes time, and I do much prefer to build and collect all the models rather than, you know, spray them and paint them and, you know, all the rest of it. But anyway, so let's go through the collection. I think I didn't add up the points, but I would probably hazard a guess that it's maybe what, 3,000, probably 4,000 points. I want to say definitely cost somewhere in the region of about £800 in total. We'll just move this camera angle a little bit and freehand. So as you can see there, you've got some blot flies and horticulus slimucks and a feculent Gnarlmore and a beast of Nurgle, and I've also got a chaos spawn there, an old metal one. I put him on a big base. Maybe it's probably better putting him on a slightly smaller base than that, like what the Lord of Contagion is on, but there we go. Also got some Potswalkers and Demons of Nurgle as well, you know, the Plague Bearers. I would like to get some more of those, definitely. Moving across then, you've got the Great Unclean one, which is a fantastic model. I've just modelled him, or it, on the one on the box, but I would definitely still like to get the Forge World one at some point and do like a comparison. Quite a few things came out just after that release, so I wasn't able to get the Forge World one, but I will do at some point. Then you've got Mortarion himself, absolutely stunning model. I can't recommend that model enough. He is pricey, but for a Primarch, one of my favourite looking Primarchs that Games Workshop have ever made. Such an incredible pose, and it's a, you know, 40k Primarch. I'm not a big fan of Magnus, I have to say, but Mortarion definitely does it for me. Then I've got a Demon Prince there and a Hellbrute just in front of the Great Unclean one, along with Typhus and some Death Rad Terminators. Fantastic models. I thought they were pricey, but actually, yeah, they are worth it. Now that I've got the models in my hand, they are bigger than the normal Terminators, which are just in front of those. Moving over, you've got a couple of fetid bloat drones. I would like another one, that, you know, like the Flesh Mower version. I think that would be pretty cool to have a squadron of 3 or a unit of 3, much like the 3 Myphitic Blight Haulers. Now, I love those models, but they are very samey. They're push to fit, or, you know, easy to build. So you know, if you get more than one, they're going to look exactly the same unless you modify them slightly. I like how the old school Rhino has come out. Yes, I'm using the old, you know, pre-Heresy Death Guard doors on that from Forge World, but I think I pulled it off quite well, and I do like the look of the tank overall. And the Plague Burst Crawler, absolutely love that piece of artillery there. I think another one of those would really set the army apart, and a Land Raider. I know I'm building up the armed forces kind of bit, but it's definitely taking shape. And then in front of all of those, you've got a load of special characters and things, from Poxbringers to Plague Surgeons to Tallymen, you name it. I've even got some old Chaos Space Marines that I put on the 32mm bases and a Chaos Sorcerer. I turned them into a Chaos Dominator Sorcerer because I've got quite a few Lords now, and like Lord Felthius and stuff. And then right at the front I've got some that are, you know, some painted models. Can you believe it? So yeah, there are some right at the front that are fully painted, and you know, whenever I finish a squad or a unit, I'll always try and do a full video just showcasing my terrible painting skills. And then right at the front there, you've got a load of Chaos Cultists. These are just the ones in one of the box games from a long time ago. And then over to the left, you've just got the Pots Walkers again. So I'm really chuffed with this army so far, the way it's kind of turned out. There are still a few units that I would like to get, but that's not going to happen for a long time. I think I'd rather finish what I've got now and do a decent job. They shouldn't really take too long to paint, but I'm finding myself taking longer than I expected to paint, just because I really get into the detail, and I like the bronze and the highlighting of the bronze and the gore effects. They're just a really fun army to get painted. Buying more and adding to this force is definitely taking a back seat, because in case you hadn't already know, Imperial Knights are getting quite a few more new units and new codex and things, which is fantastic. And then around the corner there's Adeptus Titanicus, and then you've got Orcs and Gorkamorka, and yeah, all kinds of amazing new things around the corner. So the Nurgle Death Guard army is taking a bit of a backseat at the moment, while I'm spending most of my time building and creating videos for those. But I hope you have enjoyed this little look at my Death Guard Nurgle showcase army. It pretty much consists of, you know, all of the new releases, where I've bought maybe one or two more than normal. But this Death Guard army, when I first saw the Death Guard models, sort of start of last year, along with the, you know, some of the Primaris Space Marines, I thought Primaris I'd enjoy them more. And I thought that the Primaris Space Marines would be the ones for me, but actually I found out that Death Guard was the army that I really wanted to collect and add to, more Space Marines basically. And it wasn't an army that I was going to collect. I worked a bit more overtime and managed to buy the newer models, and mainly for the channel. And I'm really pleased that I did, because they're absolutely lovely. Lovely models, lovely sculpts, and then that paved the way for some nice Nurgle creatures and things like the Great Unclean one, which I wouldn't normally get, since I'm mainly an Imperium army collector. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this showcase. As always, you know, put all your comments and things down below. It'd be great to hear from you. Thank you ever so much for watching today. Thank you for joining me. Papa bless.